Oh, is it not? Oh,
I just got them all wrong.
oh.
So we're ready whenever, Fernando.
All right, cool. Folks, we're excited about our very next guest, Shane Mosley Jr. Thank you so much for jumping on with us, man. How are you doing after that press conference?
Oh, I'm doing great, brother. Thank you. Thank you for having me on.
First thing, Shane, I saw you talking about Jorge Masvidal. What were you guys talking about? If you could share some things.
Oh, we was just talking about fight stuff. He's such a cool dude, and I just enjoy the camaraderie and stuff like that. So we just chopping it up about random stuff. I think I asked him about is he going to be training in Vegas after this fight? Because he's training at Capetillo's, and I didn't know if it was just a one-off or something like that. I was like, hey man, when are you coming back? And maybe we could train together sometime. And he was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be back. I'm probably going to do this, that, and the third, and then going right back.
Did you know him before? It was the first time you met him?
No, I mean, before this whole thing happened, right, for the press conference, I never talked to him. I met him randomly. We were crossing paths, hey, what's going on, Shane? But never talked to him. And then at the press conference, the first one where the brawl happened, we had talked and stuff like that. And he was super cool. And then this time we're talking and stuff.
No brawl this time, but there's some antics going on though.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now, Sean Garcia, or from their camp, started talking to the Vargas brothers, and they started going at it a little bit.
Oh, that's what it was?
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
I know that.
Were you on Masvidal's camp where he's like, I just want to get out of here and go eat? Or is that you, or you're like, I'm good to go?
Well, the camp got, the press conference.
Yeah, my bad. Yeah.
No. The press conference was delayed because of Nate. And I think that's why he was saying those things of bro, we got to wait for you. We have to, everybody here had to be here longer because of you, because you wanted to take your time. And so I think that's what he was discussing. And I do agree with him that, I feel like it was, kind of messed up that he left us all up there, waiting. We all had the same time. You know what I mean?
You were here early.
Yeah, I was, and so with that being said, I wish that he was there early, but it is what it is. We got it done.
With your dad obviously being a boxing legend, were you ever, as a kid growing up, starstruck by any of the guys that you would meet, or any really interesting stories that you remember of somebody that you might have been like, oh wow, I got to meet so and so, or I know you got a couple now buzzing in there.
Well, the one that comes to mind is whenever I would see Mike Tyson, as a kid, ever since I can remember, he'd always slap me on the back and go, "What's going on, pretty motherfucker?" Even when I was a kid, he'd just "Pretty motherfucker." I'm like, all right, Mike.
Well, that must have been a heavy hand too.
Oh, yeah. Yes, bro. It's so But yeah, that's obviously one I can remember like that. When you were asking me the question, that's the one that came to my mind.
Shane,
pretty motherfucker.
He's not wrong though. He's not wrong.
Oh, I appreciate
there you go,
it.
man.
Thank you. That's so dumb.
Shane, it was a very interesting story that you mentioned about the last minute call, or I guess when somebody called you, it was your manager thing you mentioned. So it's Daniel Jacobs, but it's a super middleweight. You didn't even think about it twice.
No.
Why is that? And then also, what are some challenges about going up in weight?
Well, you don't get an opportunity like Daniel Jacobs. Literally, everybody thought he retired, right? And he wants to come back. He wants to fight me. You know what I mean? That's knowledge. That's a moment that people will remember. You know what I mean? You don't get opportunities like that, right? It's you just don't get opportunities like that. And so, with that being said, when something like that happens, you have to say yes to it. So, and the second question, I forgot.
Yeah, the challenges about going up in weight and just being ready for that.
Obviously, that challenge would be he's going to be a little bit heavier, maybe a little bit more physical, maybe because he realizes that I'm small or smaller than him. He might, try to, attack early and things like that. But we don't know. Who knows? Who knows what will happen? You know what I mean? You just gotta accept everything for what it is and play it by ear.
You said it's a learning experience for you, but what have you seen maybe on film, or what do you know about Daniel Jacobs and his fighting style? Without giving too much away, obviously.
Well, I mean, somebody said, Sean Porter actually said that you guys fight very similar, and I kind of chuckled. He goes, oh, you think so too? I was like, there's definitely similar attributes. So, it's kind of interesting.
And going off what Fernando said, Shane, obviously, Danny Jacobs fought Triple G, Canelo Alvarez. Do you watch those films, those videos of that, or like it's been so long ago that you don't even pay attention to that?
Oh, of course you watch those things. Oh, of course, like you can't bypass those things, and it's great. It's great to see stuff like that and study and be able to be like, man, I'm in the ring with a guy who fought those guys. Wow, it's cool.
When I was looking through your Instagram and you like to break down fights and stuff like that, what is a fight that you recently saw that you were like, oh wow, that was a good fight? What's something that kind of stood out to you recently?
A recent fight. There's a lot. One that comes to mind. I love like Lomachenko, like the way he fights, his footwork, how he kind of feints up and down. Very similar to like somebody like Usyk and Tyson Fury. I thought that was a beautiful performance. I love the way he was able to kind of make the adjustments midway through, was pushing Tyson back. Just a lot of great stuff, so stuff like that.
If that Tank and Lomachenko fight get made, how interesting do you think that fight would be?
True. I was actually just talking to my manager about this. I think early, it's boring. Late, later though, fireworks. I don't think anybody gets stopped. I think it's a 12-round fight. But I think early it's boring because both of them, if you know them, they both start out slow.
Against Frank Martin, Tank had started off.
The first 4 rounds are going to be like a snooze fest. First 6, potentially, but the first 4 for sure, snooze fest. Because you got both guys. What are you gonna do? No, what are you gonna do? No, what are you gonna do? No, do something. No, you do something. So literally, we're gonna be. Come on, throw a punch. We in there like this.
You're ready to fight, Shane. I can tell. It's almost Saturday night.
But he's getting excited.
But hey, I ain't gonna lie. That's how I watch fights. Literally, my wife is
the whole
like, time. My wife is like, "What are you doing? Chill out. Like you're not fighting right now." I'm like, I know.
Duck, faint. Well, Shane, can I put you on the spot since we're talking boxing? What's your top 5 pound for pound?
Oh, jeez. That's a very, very difficult question because like I don't even think that top 5 is fair. Right, like it's not even fair to like boxers, because for one, I think you got to do it by weight class and you got to do it by era. Because it's just not fair. It's just not fair to like fighters, because then it just becomes like a bias. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's just a bias of opinion because there's too many good fighters.
Yeah, it's like right now people want to see Bam Rodriguez fight in that way, but like the weight classes are kind of they're 2 weight classes different.
I mean, I think it'll be a great fight. I think both of them have incredible skill, but in a way, it's just too big right now. And maybe eventually down the road, if it happens, that'd be really cool. But right now, I don't see it happening anytime soon. I think it'd be stupid if it did.
What's the biggest lesson you've learned from your father, or your biggest takeaway from?
Believe in yourself. Believe in your work. Believe in yourself.
Was there a moment where you said, you know what, I can do this? Like I can path my own way. Is there have you had that moment yet where you're like in the ring and you're like, wow, like I did that. I'm doing this. Is that every fight, or has there been one that really jumps out to you?
I mean, you got to take everything in stride. You got to take everything day by day. Obviously, there's days that you're like, this is tough. Can I do this? And then there's days where you're like, I got this, right? And so you just got to realize that all those are in the experience. You got to take all that in stride, and that's why goals are important, right? Because one day I'm gonna feel great, one day I'm gonna feel terrible, right? But none of it should matter because it's all about your goals.
Yeah.
It's all about what you're trying to achieve. So if I'm trying to achieve legendary status, it don't matter how I feel. I gotta go and do whatever it is I gotta do.
Shane, this is my last question. Man. One thing that's been cool to see you here at this press conference, you're able to soak in the moment. You're able to kind of appreciate what you're
Why
hearing.
not?
Yeah.
Why not? This is like, I don't get this. I've never had you guys or anybody like this at any of my fights.
Wow.
Right? Nothing
Really?
like that. No.
Okay, that's
No,
cool.
Of course. When have we done an interview before?
Yeah, no.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right? And
So
only
this is the
because-
first of many.
But it's only because of this opportunity.
Yeah.
So why not? Why not be grateful for this? Why not soak in these moments? Like I'm up there like y'all fighting. I'm like, this is dope.
fun.
Whoa, man! Like y'all tripping right now. Why y'all fighting? Y'all gonna distract yourselves with this great moment, these great opportunities. We're at the JW Marriott, bro. Like what?
Nice hotel.
A 5-star hotel. I've fought on a lot of cards. I ain't never been in a 5-star hotel. I'm just saying.
There you go. Appreciate the moment, Fernando.
This is the first of many. This is only the beginning.
100%.
This is only the beginning.
I 100% agree with you. But to not soak up this moment, to not be grateful for this, to not have every experience possible, I'm not going to be distracted by fights or none of that stuff or arguing with somebody. For what?
What happened Saturday?
Victory.
Victory. Easy as that.
Yeah.
Cool. Well said.
That is Shane Mosley. Thank you so much, Shane Mosley Jr., for joining us. We appreciate it, and good luck on Saturday.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And